Thank you. May I adopt the already established protocol? We are here today in solidarity with the Nigerian workers, who are the unsung heroes of our nationhood and national development. We are here in solidarity with the Nigerian workers who continue to agitate to be paid a living wage, to have a fair work environment devoid of intimidation and other form of economic exploitation. We stand in solidarity with them to say that if we can cut some of the waste in government and pay workers a living wage, Nigeria may be a more economically sustainable country. The workers will be much more productive. That we need to incentivize our workers to bring out the best in them. And we'll say that the struggle for a better work environment, for safe working environment, and working in dignity is one which the Nigerian Bar Association will continually identify with. And we'll say that the struggle will continue until the objectives are achieved, and that we should never rest on our oars, because all of us have a lot to contribute to make for a better Nigeria that is economically independent and is able to provide for most of its needs, and whose workers go to work with their head held high, knowing that the Nigerian nation cares for them, that are not just beasts of burdens, but partners in nation building and economic development. Solidarity, solidarity. Thank you very much.
Mazia Fam Osigwe de SAN, President of the Nigeria Bar Association. Please a round of applause for him. Up next, for a solidarity message, join me welcome the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment, Honorable Mohammed Megari Dingyadi, here represented by the Minister of State, the distinguished, the beautiful, the erudite, Nkiru Onyejocha. Please a round of applause for her. Now this is one woman who has sat on negotiation tables. She buys from the Nigerian market, so she understands that 70,000 is not enough. And who knows, she may just have the right message for the pockets of Nigerian workers for today. A woman cannot be beautiful and stingy. Beautiful women are giving women, and they always come with good news of great joy, just like Angel Gabriel. Join me welcome the very distinguished Nkiru Onyejocha. Please a round of applause for her. You're welcome back. Nkiruka Onyejocha. Nama, you're welcome.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment, Your Excellency, the Secretary of Government, Your Excellencies, the representatives of the Senate President and Speaker of House of Representatives, and of course, number one labor personality in Nigeria, the head of service of the Federation, the President of NLC and TUC, members of National Assembly, honorable ministers of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Nigerian workers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be in your midst today as your guest of honor for the 2025 May Day rally in solidarity with Nigerian workers. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to the NLC, TUC, and their affiliates for inviting me to share in this significant occasion with you. As we celebrate Workers' Day, a day dedicated to honoring the backbone of our nation, the workers. Distinguished leaders of the respected Nigerian workers, comrades, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for the passionate and thought-provoking theme you have chosen for this year's May Day celebration, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship. This is apt, as it truly resonates two profound challenges we face as a society: the right to be heard and the struggle to survive. Today, as we gather to commemorate Workers' Day 2025, we are reminded once again that this is more than just a gathering, but it is a day of reflection, of solidarity, and of recommitment to the dignity in labor and of labor. My dear esteemed and committed Nigerian workers, as your Minister of Labor and Employment, let me say this clearly: your voices are heard, your concerns are valid, and your resilience is deeply respected. This administration is committed to the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President for a new Nigeria, and very soon we will be there. Dear Nigerian workers, as a government, we do not deny the weight of the economic hardship many citizens are currently facing. Inflation, unemployment, and social inequality are not just statistics. They are realities that affect families, homes, and futures. We acknowledge these challenges, and we recognize that they require urgent, inclusive, and transparent responses. But we must also acknowledge that progress is being made with dialogue, engagement, and a civic space that is very open. And protected and respected. This is our commitment towards moving Nigeria forward. The government, no doubt, agrees with you that a vibrant civic space is essential. It is the oxygen of democracy and the catalyst to the renewed hope agenda. Workers must be able to organize, to speak freely, to gather peacefully, and to advocate for their rights without fear nor intimidation. Great Nigerian workers, great Nigerian workers, great Nigerian workers. The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR is committed to strengthening legal protections for freedom of assembly and expression, creating more jobs for our unemployed youths and citizens for better national growth and development, creating more inclusive platforms for labor participation in policy making, encouraging civil dialogue over conflict, and protecting the fundamental rights of workers, especially in times of crisis. Furthermore, the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment has made significant strides in advancing labor policies, employment opportunities, and worker protections. These are evident in the launch of the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, LEAP. This initiative was introduced to expand employment opportunities, equip Nigerians with critical skills, and drive economic empowerment through innovation and technology. Strengthening labor protections. The ministry has worked to enforce compliance with occupational safety and health standards, ensuring fair wages and dignified employment for Nigerian workers. Youth employment and entrepreneurship programs. Through partnerships with various stakeholders, the ministry has developed programs aimed at upskilling and reskilling Nigerian youth to prepare them for the evolving job market. Industrial harmony and dispute resolution. The ministry is playing a key role in the mediation issues and fostering industrial peace and ensuring fair treatment of workers across various sectors. I am happy to say that since the assumption of this government, under the leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, our labor unions have been stable and peaceful. Let me use this opportunity to thank you for your understanding and national commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, the ministry has also partnered with labor unions in the following areas. Number one, engagement with labor organizations. The ministry has maintained open dialogue with the labor unions to address workers' concerns and improve working conditions. Policy development and implementation. Labor unions have been actively involved in shaping policies related to employment generation, productivity improvement, and occupational safety. Joint efforts in tackling unemployment. The ministry has partnered with labor unions to create job opportunities and support entrepreneurship initiatives, particularly for young Nigerians. Advocacy for workers' rights. Through collaboration with labor unions, the ministry has reinforced protections for workers, ensuring their rights to unionize, bargain collectivity, and engage in peaceful advocacy. 2, dear comrades, in the face of economic hardship, we must not retreat into division. We must rise in unity and solidarity with the government to build bridges and not barricades. Let us channel grievances into solutions and transform civic space into civic strength. Great Nigerian workers, I extend my hands of fellowship to the Nigerian labor unions, civil society, and all stakeholders. Let us work together to ensure that our collective quest for the economic recovery of the nation is achievable. Together, we can create a Nigeria where the well-being of our people is not just a slogan, but a reality. To all our workers, I say thank you. Your labor holds this country together. Your strength powers our future, and let your voice continue to shape our path forward. We must rise from this Workers' Day celebration more united, more determined, and more hopeful. Happy Workers' Day and onward solidarity. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Your Excellencies, comrades and friends, we've had these very wonderful remarks from the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment through the Minister of State. We are truly informed that the Nigerian worker has been rated as one of the best in the West African sub-region. And the Nigerian worker had never relented with no aggressive intention to sabotage any government policy, but rather we have been very committed toward being loyal with creative intelligence in sustaining the growth of the Nigerian GDP. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are just joining us, this is the 2025 May Day celebration with the theme, Reclaiming the Civic Space in the midst of economic hardship. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, next is to invite the Honorable Minister, FCT, Honorable His Excellency, Honorable Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike, CON, who is ably represented by the Head of Service, FCT, Dr. Mrs. Grace Adailo. Please, let's put our hands together while we welcome her to the podium.
She is walking down. Permit me recognize the presence of the Deputy President of the Nigeria Guild of Editors and Director News FRCN, Comrade Husseina Akila MNI, and the National President of the NUJ, Comrade Al Hassan Yaya. Ma, you're welcome. Just take it easy. Don't be in a hurry. You have all the time.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, heavily represented by the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment, His Excellency Mohammed Dingyadi, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Godswill Akpabio, who is heavily represented here by Senator Dikad Blanc, the Secretary to the Federal Government of Federation, Senator George Akume, the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. D.E. Wilson-Jack, the Inspector General of Police, Victor Olaiya, the Honorable Minister of State and Labor and Employment, the President of Labor Congress, Comrade Joe Ajaero, the President of the Trade Union Congress, Comrade Festus Osifo, and the Chairman of the FCT Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Stephen Adalo Kabai, all the former presidents of unions groups here present, all the foreign international union members here present, all the comrades here present, please may you permit me to align with the existing protocol. I am here to represent the Honorable Minister of FCT, Honorable Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike, on the occasion of the 2025 International Labour Day, which is taking place here at the Eagle Square on the 1st May 2025. And I read, I am truly delighted to be here today for the commemoration of the 2025 Workers' Day, which is a day set aside to recognize the immense contribution of workers to the growth and the development of societies in all nations. Permit me to begin by welcoming to Abuja all of you who have traveled from across our vast and beautiful countries to be here today. Let me also warmly salute every worker here today for your unwavering dedication, resilience, and patriotism. The theme of this year's celebration, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship, is both timely and deeply resonant. It challenges us to reflect on the importance of safeguarding democratic participation, transparency, and the worker rights, even as we fared through the economic challenges. Let me state here that the FCT administration recognizes the economic realities confronting workers. In this context, reclaiming the civic space means ensuring that the voices of workers remain central in the governance and policy making and economic reforms. On assumption of office in 2023, it has been my utmost priority to create a conducive working environment and improve the welfare of our staff. Today, I reaffirm our unwavering commitment to staff welfare and best over conditions of service. We believe that a motivated workforce is a backbone of effective public service delivery. Therefore, the FCTA has taken deliberate steps to improve the working conditions of the staff and uplift their general welfare. Some of our recent efforts include prompt payment of salaries and pensions. We have prioritized the timely payment of workers' salaries and pensions. I take it again, please. Let me state that the FCT administration recognizes the economic realities confronting workers. In this context, reclaiming the civil space means ensuring that the voices of workers remain central to governance, policy making, and economic reforms. On assumption of office in 2023, it has been my utmost priority to create a conducive working environment and improve the welfare of our staff. Today, I reaffirm our unwavering commitment to staff welfare and best ever conditions of service. We believe that a motivated workforce is the backbone of effective public service delivery. Therefore, the FCTA has taken deliberate steps to improve the working condition of its staff and uplift their general well-being. Some of our recent efforts include prompt payment of staff salaries. We have prioritized the timely payment of worker salaries and pensions despite fiscal constraints. We ensure that all pension and gratuities are paid without arrears owed. We ensure full implementation of new salary structure in line with the federal government policy on workers' welfare, with all arrears paid. And understand that the physical security is critical for personal stability and productivity. Staff training and capacity development. We have launched staff training and capacity development. We have launched a new training and reskilling programs across various sectorial departments and agencies across FCT, equipping workers for the tools and knowledge to thrive in a rapidly evolving administrative and technological environment. In addition to upscale capacity of doctors in our hospitals, we recently recruited 60 medical doctors for residency training program across our hospitals in 8 different specialties, including internal medicine, general surgery, family medicine, psychiatry, ophthalmology, pediatrics, obstetrics, and gynecology, and well as anesthesiology. Upgrading the workspace of infrastructure. Several sectorial departments and agencies within the FCT has seen renovations and upgrading of their office environment to ensure safer, healthier, and more functional spaces for staff. Promotion and career progression. We are acutely aware that the growth of workers goes beyond pay, so career advancement is so crucial. As such, we have instituted several measures aimed at facilitating professional growth for FCT workers. We are steadily concluding the staff regularization exercise, and soon after, the promotion exercise will commence. We are committed to implementing the transparent appraisal system to ensure that merit and diligence are rewarded fairly. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply concerned about the ongoing strike action by the area council employees over the non-implementation of the new minimum wage. But it might interest you to note that I had approved the release of the sum of over 4.1 billion to the area council chairman for the implementation. I once again call on them to ensure that the payment of the minimum wage and its arrears to the workers are well implemented and paid. In a similar vein, the FCT administration is also committed to improving the working conditions for the teachers in the area council and has commenced the building, renovation, and upgrading of school facilities, provision of learning materials, and other necessary support to ensure a conducive learning environment for both public and the teachers. Beyond this, we remain open to constructive dialogue with organized labor. Civil space must never shrink in terms of hardship. It must grow stronger through partnership, empathy, and mutual respect and understanding. In conclusion, I want to state that the FCT administration will continue to prioritize the welfare of all workers. Every worker from the lowest rank of the highest contribute immensely to the progress and the development of the Federal Capital Territory. It is only through your dedication, sacrifices, and resilience that we are able to build a better future for the FCT and Nigeria at large. Once again, I congratulate you all on the 2025 Workers' Day. Thank you for your valued attention, and may God bless you. I believe that the labor or the hearers would have applauded our capacity, Honorable Minister, for releasing the sum of 4.1 billion to settle the implementation and the arrears of all the area council in the implementation of the minimum wage. So when I said it, I am expecting an applause to our Honorable Minister.
Applause! Applause!
You need to applaud for him because he has released the money. I applaud him and encourage him to do more. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for the representative of our landlord, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Ezenwo Wike. It's now time to invite the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin GCON, here represented by Honorable Dr. Adegboyega Adefarati, who is the Chairman, House Committee on Labor, Employment and Productivity, for a solidarity message. Please, a round of applause for him. I could almost have mistaken him for a real comrade, because the way he's springing his steps and coming, he might just be coming to tell us that they have increased the minimum wage from the extra 40,000 to 140,000. Please, a round of applause for him.
His Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCR, ably represented by the Minister of Labour and Employment, His Excellency Alhaji Muhammad Dengadi, the Senate President, ably represented by my brother, Senator Dike Plank, Senate Chairman, Senate Committee on Labour, Employment and Productivity, Secretary to the Federal Government, Senator George Akumesi ON, members of National Assembly are present, Minister of Labour, Minister of State Labour and Employment, my sister, Barrister Honorable Nkiruka Oyejosha, Head of Service, other members of the Council here present, President of Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajero, President of TUC, Comrade Festus Oshifo, congratulations on your election. Let me observe all protocols. Great Nigerian workers, I bring good tidings from the Speaker, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas PhD GCON, who is unavoidably absent. He asked me to read his goodwill message. Goodwill message by the Honorable Abbas Tajuddin GCON, Speaker of the House of Representatives, at the May Day rally organized by Nigeria Labour Congress, themed Reclaiming Civil Spaces and Economic Hardship, on Thursday, May 1st, 2025 at Eagle Square, Abuja. Great Nigerian workers, it is with great joy and pride that I stand in solidarity with Nigerian workers and indeed workers across the world to mark this year International Workers' Day. This annual celebration is a powerful reminder of many struggles, excellence, and achievements of workers who, in the face of daunting adversities, continue to toil until to create outliving and existence. I therefore wish to take a moment of tribute to the long-suffering Nigerian workers who continue to serve with pride, dignity, and honor, even when the conditions over the years haven't been so good. You have remained faithful to our dear nation. This aptly fits into the wise saying of the late Pope Francis, who noted that the dignity of labor, the dignity of work, is not just about earning a living, it is about participating in creating it. I salute your courage, resilience, dignity, and faithfulness to this great nation. It is only proper and that we recognize and honor you for your numerous contributions in different sectors towards the political, economic, and social development of this nation. When we honor labor, we actually honor the nation, because beyond every successful nation are the hands and sweat of laborers and workers. The theme for this year's celebration, reclaiming civil spaces and economic hardship, resonates deeply with the contemporary realities of Nigeria as we go through a phase of economic transformation and rejuvenation. We are all felt the weight of economic challenges pressing down on our soldiers as a result of reforms to address age-long economic mismanagement and disarticulation. The rising cost of living has made it increasingly difficult to provide for our families. Yet, despite these hardships, your spirit remains unbroken. You continue to show up every day with dedication and commitment to your work, with the hope that our collective creativity will transform challenges into opportunities. That is the true spirit of labor. It must be admitted that while the last 2 years have been challenging for all Nigerian families, we have to begin to witness and appreciate the wisdom of the government in embarking on economic transformation to restore our nation to the path of growth and development. The late Dr. Oboyan, former Minister of Science and Technology, has said that trees shed their own leaves, allowing ones to grow to withstand the demanding circumstances of harsh weather. Snails often discard their old skin so that new skin can grow to be healthier and stronger. Indeed, economic growth is a complex process that requires resilience to achieve. The policies of this government in the last 2 years have been championed to liberate Nigeria from economic struggle to inclusive growth, and a journey of economic growth demands sacrifices and commitment. You have been champions of this growth as workers, and it's noteworthy that some appreciable positive results are being recorded as a result of these policies. Great Nigerian workers, you are proving to be the engine room and main drivers of the New Hope administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. You have been instrumental in pushing government policy to deliverable dividends. You have strengthened your faith and belief that our country will be greater. You are the reason why the government is working. I want to take this moment to commend the leadership of our labor unions, to Comrade Joe Ajayero of NLC and Comrade Festus Osifo of TUC. Your tenacity in advocacy for workers' rights is commendable. You have stood firm against injustice and fought tirelessly for better working conditions and fair wages. Your efforts paid off in the enactment of the minimum wage act and in securing wage awards for workers. The House of Representatives and indeed National Assembly continue to stand by Nigerian workers to ensure we make laws that guarantee good governance and impact on the people. Minimum wage act, which brought an increase in the workers' emoluments, is an example of rapid legislative response of National Assembly to the workers of Nigeria. Over the years, the issues of workers have received considerable attention for the National Assembly and will continue to feature permanently in our legislative priorities. For us, as representatives, our legislative agenda is committed to ensure that we defend the mandate you entrusted to us by making laws for good governance, proper representation, and oversight of the executive. I assure you that the House, which has been dubbed the People's House, is committing to embarking on legislative actions that will enhance the welfare of workers, make life more meaningful for them. This is our contract with the people of Nigeria, and we do this because we know that without workers, there's not much we can achieve. The House of Representatives is always ready to engage with the Nigerian workers through leadership to fashion out more creative ways we can use our legislative mandate to create a better life for workers. The House is open to receive you in your house anytime. We have, as part of our legislative agenda, the Open National Assembly Week, during which we open our doors for 1 week for citizens and constituents to interact directly with us and give us feedback on our performance. The next National Assembly Open Week, organized by the House of Representatives, comes up from the 4th to 4th of July 2025. We expect to receive you in the House of Representatives to have direct interface with you. While I congratulate you on this International Day of Workers, I urge you to become agents of change in our country. Beginning from your workplaces, let us put in our best in the service of our dear country to ensure that we patriotically and joyfully hand over to our children a banner without stain. Great Nigerian workers, happy Nigerian Workers' Day. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Great Nigerian workers! Great Nigerian workers! 1, 2. That was remarks by the representative of the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives in the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Indeed, the Nigerian worker constantly remain very committed. We want more legislation that will create more work safety for the Nigerian workers, that will also improve the welfare need of Nigerian workers, that will free us from this economic bondage. Indeed, we are planning hard to reclaim the civil space even in the midst of the economic hardship of the country. And we remain very, very resolute in supporting all government policies for us to remain standing as an indivisible country. Yes, indeed, the Nigerian worker is a determinant factor in the sustainability of the GDP of Nigeria. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the privilege and honor to invite for the solidarity message from the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, who is ably represented by Senator Diket Plang, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Labor, Employment and Productivity. While the representative of the Senate, the President of the Senate, is coming forward to take his stand at the podium, may I personally acknowledge the very presence of the DG Nigerian Pension Commission, Ms. Omolola Oloraran. Thank you very much for coming. Please, let's put our hands together while we while we welcome on the podium the representative of the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who happened to be my teacher, who happened to be one of my mentors politically and otherwise. So thank you very much. Now we'll meet in the Old Boys again.
Greatest Nigerian workers! Greatest Nigerian workers! Thank you. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by the Honorable Minister for Labor and Employment, Alhaji Mohammed Dingyadi, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, His Excellency Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, PhD, ably represented by the Chairman, House of Reps Committee on Labor and Productivity, Dr. Boyega Adeparati, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, His Excellency Senator George Akume, our dear leader, not just in Benue, but the North and North Central in particular. The Minister of Labor and Productivity, ably and also represented by the Minister of State, Right Honorable Nkiruka Oye Jo. Very good. Other members of the National Assembly that are here, particularly my brother, who respects the Nigerian workers, and today he has taken off his trademark to wear the cap of the Nigerian labor, distinguished Senator Victor Ume, who is known with a different cap, but for the respect he has for Nigerian workers, he is wearing this cap today. Yes. Other members of the National Assembly here present, our brother, the President of Nigerian Labour Congress, Chief Joe Ajeru, and our brother, the President of TUC, his Chief Engineer Festus Osifo, other former leaders of our trade unions, other members of the diplomatic corps that are here present, members and chief executives of boards and parastatals that are here, great Nigerian workers, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here with my brother, Senator Victor Ume, to represent the President of the Senate, His Excellency, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, the President of the Senate and Chairman of the National Assembly, and indeed the uncommon President of the Senate. We would like to read our Senate President's speech because he desires to be here, but for the fact that he went on a national assignment representing our dear country at the burial of the Pope, I would like to read his speech. Great Nigerian workers, comrades and compatriots, I stand before you today not just as President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but as a fellow worker, one who understands the sweat, sacrifices, and silent strength it takes to keep a nation running. I join you in solidarity and in celebration on this important occasion of Workers' Day 2025. The theme you have chosen for this year, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship is as timely as it is also a bold one. It reminds us that freedom is not luxury or wealth or powerful civic space. The realm where people speak, organize, protest, and participate in governance must never contract when times are hard. Rather, that is precisely when it must expand. For it is in challenging times that the voices of the people must be heard loudest. It is in challenge that democracy must be deepest. It is in adversity that justice must be closest. Today, I salute you, Nigerian workers in every sector, the teachers who mold minds, the health workers who tend to the wounded, the farmers who till the soil, the engineers who build our roads and power our factories, the civil servants who maintain livelihood of government, the artisans and traders who keep the economy alive. You are all the unseen hands and the unshakable backbone of this country. You are not just part of the nation, you are the nation. History tells us that without labor, there is no freedom. Without your struggles from the colonial era through the independence movement to the modern day agitation for justice and fairness, democracy would be an empty shell. You have stood as sentinels in our nation's story. In fact, every major democratic gain we have met has had your fingerprints on it. You fought for the minimum wage, you better working conditions, and for the very space we now call civic. So when we speak of reclaiming civic space, we must first salute those who built it, you, the Nigerian worker. But comrades, I will not go into this with romantic actions. I know the pain you feel. I know the economic hardship in the land. Inflation bites, wages stretch thin, commodities rise while salaries are stagnant. Your monthly income barely lasts the month. It is a reality that government cannot ignore and will not ignore. But the comforting thing is that we should not lose hope, because the government will never sleep nor slumber until it fixes those problems and renew the hope of Nigerians. Therefore, we must be clear-eyed about the road ahead. The administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is undertaking reforms that are long overdue, reforms that many previous governments postponed to take, but with which now be done for the sake of our nation's future. The removal of fuel subsidies and the restructuring of the foreign exchange regime were not acts of punishment. They were steps to save our economy from collapse. They were necessary adjustments to reset the fundamentals and lay the groundwork for sustained prosperity. Are they painful? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Are they necessary? Also, yes, they are necessary. But let me assure you, this pain is not permanent. It is transitional. It is purposeful. It is the price we must pay to regain control of our economy and unleash the potential of our people. The goal is stronger. The goal is a stronger Naira and an industrial economy, and a Nigeria where labor is not just thanked on 1st May, but respected every day of the year. Let us also address the question on many lips: why does the Senate work closely with the executive? The answer is, my friends, is rooted in the Constitution and in common sense. We in the National Assembly do not legislate to please headlines. We legislate to serve the people. And when the executive is pushing forward with policies that align with national interests, it is our duty, not just our choice, to support and strengthen these efforts. We must avoid political posturing that delays development. In every needless quarrel between parliament and then the presidency, the Nigerian worker suffers the most. Contractors abandon site, infrastructures greens to halt, salaries are delayed, pension arrears pile up, and in the end, it is the common man who pays the price for allied disagreements. That is why, under my watch, the 10th Senate will continue to prioritize cooperation over confrontation, unity over division, and the national interest over narrow politics. And speaking of roots, I have not forgotten mine. I began as a labor leader. I have worked with you as governor of Akwa Ibom State. I was called the most worker-friendly governor in Nigeria. Why? Because I listened, because I paid salaries, because I paid pensions on time, because I believe that workers are not enemies of development. They are its engine. That philosophy has not changed. It is now the driving force of my leadership in the Senate. Today, under my leadership, the 10th Senate is pushing forward with bills that will promote fair wages, protect union rights, and improve working conditions. We are reviewing the Labor Act. We are supporting vocational education and enterprise development. We are strengthening the pension system. We are demanding greater accountability in the management of worker welfare funds. These are not promises. These are legislative priorities. Let me close with a simple story, one that moved me deeply. I once visited a hospital, a government hospital, and met a janitor. He swept the corridors quietly, efficiently, and with visible pride. I asked him, "How do you keep doing this every day in such tough conditions?" And he smiled and replied, "Oga, I know I don't wear white coat like the doctors, but I believe a clean flow can help save lives too." That, dear comrades, is the spirit of the Nigerian worker, humble, honest, and indispensable. So today, let us honor every man and woman who gives their best, even when the system gives them less. Let us remember that rebuilding Nigeria is not just a task for one class or one sector. It is a collective mission. Collective mission. Whether you drive a truck or teach in a class, whether you lay bricks or draft policies, you are part of this rebuilding. And yes, let us reclaim the civic space, but let us do so not with rage alone, but with reason, not with slogans alone, but with service, not with division, but with dedication. The civic space is not just for protest, it is for participation. Speak truth to power, but also speak truth with responsibility. Let our labor be a ladder, not a weapon. Great Nigerian workers, I see you, I hear you, I stand with you. Happy Workers' Day. God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
That was quite some long solidarity message. Sir, take our greetings back to the Senate President.
He is hearing.
He says he hears us, yes. He sees us, but does he really hear us?
Hearing you.
We want to hear alerts in our mailboxes and salaries. Please, a round of applause for the Senate President. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before the next heroes who push for better working conditions for Nigerian workers, even when the system gives them less, come on, permit me recognize the presence of the Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Labor and Employment, Dr. Salihu Usman. You're welcome, sir. Madam, step forward a bit. Great Nigerian workers, great Nigerian workers, articulate Nigerian workers, progressive Nigerian workers, solidarity, solidarity, Aluta, Victoria, join us as we welcome our leaders, the heroes of the labor movement in Nigeria. In the last couple of years, they keep pushing for better pay and better working conditions for Nigerian workers. For a May Day joint address, join me, welcome the President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajaero, and the President of the Trade Union Congress, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo. Solidarity. We are singing solidarity for the union. Solidarity, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us victory.
There is victory.
Greater victory.
There is victory for us.
In the struggle.
In the struggle for our members.
Yes, there is victory.
For us.
Forward, forward.
Forward.
Forward, forward.
Ever.
Forward, ever.
Backward.
Backward, backward.
Never.
In the struggle.
In the struggle.
Go for our members. Victory. In Soleto. In Abuja. Solidarity. Solidarity. My president says,
Solidarity.
Forever.
Solidarity.
Forever.
Solidarity.
Forever.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Minister of Labor. The Minister of Labor, ably represented by the Minister of State. The Secretary to the Government, the Speaker of the House of Rep, the President of the Senate, all distinguished members here present, leaders of various political parties, the veterans, former presidents of the NLC, former presidents of TUC, first president of NLC, Comrade Hassan Somono, who set the tone this morning, former president, immediate past president of NLC, Comrade Ayuba Waba, and other distinguished personalities here present, we welcome you to this year's May Day. Comrades, friends and fellow workers, today we stand not just as observers of history, but as its architects. Our labor has built nations. Our unity has moved mountains. Yet, as greed erodes the dignity of work, we face a crossroads, not just as people, but as a class. Work is the heartbeat of humanity, shaping civilization and determining our planet's fate. We gather not merely in celebration, but in defiance, honoring the hands that till the soil, the minds that innovate, and the spirits that refuse to break. We are the architects of wealth, the guardians of justice, and the living proof that another world is possible. This May Day arrives at a critical moment. It is not just a tribute to toil and sacrifice, but a reckoning, a time to demand justice, reclaim our rights, and fight for Nigeria rooted in equity and democracy. It is a day to challenge those in power to lift the crushing weight of economic hardship and give our nation a chance to rise. These days' theme, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship, calls us to defend democracy, resist repression, and rebuild Nigeria on justice. The civic space where voices challenge injustice and demand accountability is under siege. Policies are imposed without workers' input. Protests are met with brutality, and dissent is criminalized. We are threatened because we dare to speak against hardship, insecurity, and indignity. Comrades, since silence is a surrender, if we do not reclaim the civic space, democracy will crumble, and our hope for social justice will vanish. We must unite with the youth, women, and civil society to save this nation. In this economic storm, the civic space is our lifeline, the arena to redirect governance. Neoliberalism and anti-worker policies loom large, but we cannot falter. As Karl Marx warned, the emancipation of the working class must be the act of the working class itself. Our task is clear: unite, organize, engage, and reject division. Embrace solidarity, reject fear, embrace courage, reject despair, embrace hope. We must push back against forces dragging Nigeria downwards. The ingredients we endure, job insecurity, stagnant wages, unsafe workplaces, will persist unless we reclaim the civic space. It is our platform to challenge the powers that seek to silence us. Today, we stand to celebrate labor and to reclaim our voice. We must rebuild justice for the rubble of self-interest. The state is meant to protect the people, but seems paralyzed by pegs of power. So we support it to salvage our nation. This May Day, we declare the civic space belongs to the people. It is where voices must be heard, demands met, and struggle won. Attempts to shrink it is not advisable. Workers have always driven progress from the 8-hour work day to living wages. Yet our rights, freedoms, and unions are under attack. Precarious work, starvation wages, and repression seek to break us. But we remain unbowed, unbroken. Without workers, there is no society. Without labor, there is no development. Workers are criminalized for demanding fair pay. Dissent is crushed. Law silence protests. But we must march on. This is a call. Engage, organize, mobilize. Labor must shape policy, reject elite enrichment at the masses' expense, fight stagnant wages amid soaring costs, hold leaders accountable amidst economic hardship. We must rebuild democracy. Workers fought for independence against dictatorship, fought democracy, for we must rescue it from repression.
Reclaiming civic space means demanding policies for the people, not the privileged. Governance must serve, not oppress. Politicians cannot decide without the people. Where are the benefits of fuel hike? Electricity tariff promises, naira devaluation gains, endless taxes and borrowing. These are the truths government hides. The state of the movement, a call for consciousness and courage. Comrades, we gather not as mere unions, but as a living conscience of the struggle, a struggle against the machinery of oppression that seeks to break our spirit. The Nigerian worker stands at the precipice of history, caught not only in the grip of national crisis, but in the crossroad of global war on labor. Capitalism, revenues, and unrelenting divorce livelihoods erodes dignity and deepens the abyss of inequality. The state, which should be the guardian of justice, has too often become the enforcer of policies forged in the halls of exploitation by the Bretton Woods institutions. Despite all this, we march in an unshakable spirit of solidarity. Yet in the face of this storm, the Nigerian labor movement remains the strongest, the most vibrant in Africa. We have resisted every scheme to divide us. Together we fought for the minimum wage. Together we stand in every battle against injustice and deprivation. We are growing, organizing the informal economy, strengthening ranks, fortifying our solidarity. With every new member, our power swells. We are no longer just workers. We are a collective will of the marginalized, the oppressed, the unseen. The fire of the struggle continues as a trade union movement was not born in comfort. It was forged in fire. Our power does not come from the generosity of the elite, but from the unity of the exploited. Remember the struggle for 70,000 minimum wage, a victory still defied by many governments. The struggle for this continues. Compliance must be assured. And beyond this, we must demand living wage. One that lifts workers from the grip of hardship. We must build a movement that does not beg for crumbs, but demands for bread. We have begged with our sweat. Remember our brothers and sisters who, rather than endure servitude in faraway Georgia, chose to the ultimate defiance, the courage to say no. That same fire burns in all of us. Today we say no to hunger, no to poverty, no to hardship, no to impunity, no to police brutality, no to bad governance, no to starvation wage. We speak for those who serve in silence, who weep in shadows, who grind their lives into dust under the weight of poverty. We are a voice. To remain silent is to betray them. It is our duty to speak for them. We shall continue to do so. The true enemies of this nation are not those who speak, but those who stay silent when things go wrong. Those who watch as we are brutalized. Those who keep silent when we are paid starvation wages. Those who trade tomorrow's promise for today's cowardice. We have chosen that we will not be silent. We will not be broken. We will speak. Comrades, this year's May Day holds amidst grave national challenges that threaten not just our democracy, but the very fabric of our existence. Worsening ethnic tensions, rampant insecurity, impunity everywhere, and disregard for constitutional principles cast a dark shadow over our nation. Thus, this is not the Nigeria our forebears fought for. Were they to witness today's reality, they will surely be dismayed. Where governments uphold the dignity of citizens, democracy thrives. Where they fail, democrats withers. Today's deep insecurity amidst litany of bloodshed, Uromi, Yamufu, Edani, Awo, Zamfara, Bakos, Benue, Kebbi, testifies a failure of leadership. the federal government must fulfill its primary constitutional duty to protect the lives and property, not lament helplessly. Comrades, true leadership demands service, humility, and inclusivity. The executive, legislature, and judiciary must restore their independence. Today, public confidence, government outcomes has evaporated. The president must summon courage to admit wrongs and correct them. That is the hallmark of great leaders. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Only through collective commitment to justice, fairness, and the true rule of law can we rescue it. We must not allow further descent into crisis. The time to return to the path of justice and democratic governance is now. Our nation's economy. Distinguished guests and comrades, the Nigerian economy today stands battered and bruised, weighed down by structural deformities and microeconomic collapse. Rising inflation, massive unemployment, exchange rate chaos, and shrinking GDP have turned daily life into a brutal struggle for survival for workers and citizens alike. The real test of the economy is simple. Are the people better off? Can they meet their basic needs today and tomorrow? By this test, this economy is not doing well. Streets across the country bear faces of hunger, hopelessness, and crushed dreams. The Human Development Index places Nigeria 161st out of the 193 countries, classified among nations with lowest human development. As of 2025, 115 million Nigerians live in absolute poverty, 175 million in multi-dimensional poverty. Unemployment pre-rebasing was 35%. The reworked figure sits around 5.3%. But no amount of statistical acrobatic can hide the desolation on the ground. Inflation now ravages 33.69%, the highest in 28 years. While food inflation is mountainous 40.53%, driven by fuel hikes, insecurity, and forest scarcity. Real wages have collapsed. A 70,000 naira wage today is worth less than 15,000 in 2019 terms. A worker's full month salary cannot even buy a bag of rice. Unemployment is near 70%. Youth unemployment hovers at 40%. Jobs are disappearing across manufacturing, agricultural, and SMEs. Industries are suffocating. Manufacturers cannot import raw materials. Unsold goods pile. Factories shut down. No less than 60 multinational companies, including giants like GlaxoSmithKline and P&G, have fled since 2023, citing hostile business conditions. Without a strong manufacturing base, talk of job creation is a mere rhetoric. The power poverty is another albatross. Industries spend 40 to 60% of production costs. Insecurity on farms fuels food crisis. We now rank 109 out of the 125 on the Global Hunger Index, and it is getting worse. Fiscal recklessness among public office holders is deepening the rot. With MRR interest rate of 27%, expecting industrial growth is pure fantasy. We must act. Only a radical break with neoliberalism can save this country. Blind allegiance to IMF and World Bank prescriptions will only deepen our misery. Argentina's disaster should serve as a warning. Even the so-called apostles of free trade, like the United States under Trump, resort to protectionism. When it suited them, we must learn. Nations that survive and thrive on those who build strong, self-reliant economies that have strong social components, and not those that seek to emasculate the citizen. We suggest once again that government should deliberately put more money into the hands of workers who drive the economy, who drive the local economy, support local industries, and recover and expand, end the statistical gerrymandering, rebasing inflation, unemployment, and GDP figures does not feed the people. and build a real economy that can survive the dignity of jobs and hope. When the economy is doing well, workers and citizens do not need any government spokesperson to tell us. We can feel it in our pockets, our tables, and on our lives. Let me allow my colleague to continue.
The energy sector. Every year, we talk about the energy sector, and every year, those who claim to know better stubbornly refuse to listen. Instead, they cling to failed models and broken promises. We, the workers in petroleum and power, know the truth. We know where the skeletons are buried. We know what works. If the government is serious about fixing this sector, it must sit down with critical stakeholders and rebuild it properly. Until then, Nigeria will remain shackled by energy poverty, despite being blessed with the resources to power a strong economy. What we lack is leadership. Just look at the absurdity. We have crude oil, yet Dangote claims to import crude to run his refineries. He exports refined products, while Nigerians import the same product. It makes no sense. A nation that fails to manage its energy resources is doomed. Nigeria's energy sector today stands at a monument to negligence and corporate exploitation, keeps millions in darkness and choking industrial growth. How can a country of over 200 million people celebrate generating 5,528 megawatts when Ghana, with a population smaller than Lagos, generates 5,260 megawatts? Worse still, less than 4,000 megawatts even reaches our homes and industries. When the president laments the high cost of electricity in the villa and sinks 10 billion naira into solar, when Lagos State Deputy Governor wrings his hands over electricity bills, one must ask, if the allies are complaining, how do they think workers and average citizens are surviving under these crushing tariffs? Energy, electricity, oil or gas is the lifeblood of any modern economy. But here, sleazes, failed privatizations, and broken policies have turned it into a playground for profiteers. The government must urgently partner with workers, trade unions, and the Nigerian people to reclaim this sector and secure energy sovereignty. Our refineries remain a technical coma. Billions spent on Port Harcourt and Warri refineries have produced merely nothing. Meanwhile, a twisted games played out in the downstream sector. Dangote exports refined products, while Nigerians are forced to import the same. This is a deliberate economic gang-up. Effort must be made to get the publicly owned refineries working, while fixing all these areas of disagreement with local private refiners and NNPC Limited. We maintain that the power sector privatization was a daylight robbery and a monumental failure. A decade later, Nigerians still pay outrageous tariffs for darkness. Estimated billings remain legalized robbery. If we are serious about national development, we must fix the power sector now. No excuses. Regulatory capture. Comrades, as we celebrate today, let us confront a harsh truth. Government has abandoned its duty to regulate critical sectors. Instead of protecting citizens, they have surrendered to the fat cat. Telecommunications, power, banking, all now playgrounds for corporate impunity. The NCC watches helplessly as telcos hike tariffs without due process. NEC does nothing as electricity rates skyrocket. Regulators have been captured. They now serve the corporation, not the people. When regulators and operators become one and the same, services collapse, progress dies, and democracy weakens. We demand that regulators return to their jobs and government implement the agreement to cut the outrageous 50% telecom tariff hike down to 35% immediately. Nigerian workers are out of patience. Tax bills. Comrades, fellow workers, we stand united against the unjust tax bill trying to bleed us dry. Crafted behind closed doors, this bill slaps heavy taxes on Nigerian workers, meager housing, transportation, and medical allowances, while letting the rich and corporation off the hook. Today, Nigerians' minimum wage stands at 70,000 naira per month, 840,000 naira per year. Yet the government wants to tax anyone earning above 800,000 naira. Imagine taxing a man whose annual income barely buys 8 bags of rice. It is inhuman and wicked. Expanding VAT on essential goods will only worsen inflation. Punishing the poor. Instead of squeezing workers, tax and obscene profit of big corporations and the idle wealth of the elite, we must demand the immediate withdrawal of this anti-worker tax bill. We want progressive taxation. We want VAT exemptions on essentials. We demand support for the informal economy, the true backbone of Nigeria's economy. Workers will not rest until we win tax justice for millions who keep Nigeria running. Electoral reform. Nigeria's political crisis is rooted in a broken electoral system that hardly reflects the people's will. It fuels apathy. It weakens democracy. It must not be allowed to continue. Electoral justice grows democracy. The trade union movement demands a national, inclusive, and urgent reforms of Nigeria electoral and governance architecture. We call on Mr. President and the National Assembly to rise above party lines. We must convene workers, civil society, youth, and the marginalized to redesign a system that guarantees every Nigeria vote counts. We must ensure leadership reflects the will of a people, not the convenience of a few. International arena. Comrades, Nigerian workers remain alert to global development. The world is in turmoil, driven by the greed of the metropolitan power and the capitalist master. Their hunger and profit fuel endless wars, disrupt peace, and stall sustainable development. The UN system, crippled by bias, has failed to act justly, leaving the world more dangerous than ever. The tariff wars. The ongoing tariff wars, ignited by US protectionism, have wreaked havoc on global trade, driving up costs, sinking markets, and threatening jobs everywhere, including Nigeria. Our oil and agricultural exports suffer a trade tension rise. We must push for policies that protect workers and diversity and diversify our economy while demanding global dialogue over destructive trade conflict. On this May Day, we urge workers centered after that strengthens African solidarity and put the interests of workers first. Only by standing together can we build a global economy that delivers decent jobs, fair wages, and shared prosperity. Shawara Arab Democratic Region. We stand firmly with the people of Western Sahara, the last colony in Africa, against Morocco's illegal occupation. Despite UN resolution, the Shawara people face exploitation, displacement, and resource plunder. As trade unionists, we cannot be silent. Their fight for freedom is our fight against imperialism and injustice. We demand an immediate end to Morocco occupation and a free, fair referendum for the Sahara people this May Day. We pledge Western Sahara be free. Cuba. We also reaffirm our solidarity with Cuba, still suffering under a cruel U.S. blockade that starves its people of food, medicine, and basic necessity. The inhuman policy defies international condemnation and exposes the hypocrisy of those who claim to champion freedom. Despite everything, Cuba's achievement in healthcare, education, and solidarity shines bright. We demand end to the blockade now. Viva Cuba! Conclusion. Your Excellencies, Nigerian workers are livid. We are hungry. We feel betrayed. Is it a crime to be a worker in Nigeria? Must we toil endlessly only to sink deeper into poverty? Our sweat fuels this nation's wealth. Yes, we are repaid with indignity and starvation wage. This injustice must end. No worker should be a beggar. No worker should live in penury for serving the nation. True democracy depends on protecting the civic space, the public square where the people's voice guides the nation. Its erosion is a threat not just to workers, but to Nigeria's very survival. We must defend it with all our strength. Comrades, in 1949, at Oyemat coal mine, 21 miners were slaughtered for demanding dignity and independence. In 1945, workers perished in the coal struggle, fighting hardship, just as we do today. Paimodu, the NEPA 11, Milton Dabibi, Ovie Kokori, they were persecuted for daring to resist oppression. Countless others have suffered freedom and safety to build a fairer world. Today, we salute their courage. Comrades, let us observe a moment of silence for all our fallen heroes. A moment of silence, please. Let's stand up, comrades, to observe a moment of silence for all our fallen heroes. 1, 2, go. May the souls of all the faithful departed, may the souls of all our heroes continue to rest in the bosom of the Lord, and may their memories continuously be blessings to us. Their struggles shattered colonialism, broke the chains of exploitation, and won the freedom we now defend. Their legacy is our mandate to break the new chains of hunger, deprivation, and repression. The baton is ours. We must run this race with pride, defiance, and unyielding resolve. A memorial arcade will soon rise to honor these heroes. Join us in immortalizing their sacrifice. They tried to divide us, North versus South, Christian versus Muslim, but we see the truth. The real divide is between the oppressors and the oppressed, the billionaires and the workers. The path ahead is difficult, but history shows that progress is won through persistence. We will not be silenced, and we will not accept half measures. Let this May Day mark not just a celebration of labor, but the beginning of a renewed movement, one that reclaims Nigeria's future from the grip of exploitation. History teaches us one truth: no oppressor lasts forever. From colonialism to apartheid, from dictatorship to neoliberalism, every tyranny has fallen before the logic of organized labor and the people's cry. Let us reclaim the civic space, even in the midst of the economic hardship, so that we can address our fears and worries as workers and as masses. Let us therefore live here today with fire in our heart and resolve in our hands. Let us organize in every factory, every market, every village. Let us build a movement that shakes the foundation. Let us be the generation that takes back the nation and forges a Nigeria and a world where wealth is shared, where work is dignified, and where justice is not just a dream, but a reality. Finally, our invited guests, comrades, gentlemen of the press, we wish to make the following demands. Number one, stop the compression of civic space. Number two, implement minimum wage that reflect current realities. Number three, withdraw exploitative tax bill. Number four, reduce telco tariffs as agreed from 50 to 35%. Number five, reverse electricity privatization. Number six, end impunity, killings, and insecurity. Number seven, pay all outstanding allowances and pension. Number eight, expand retirement benefit and adjust pension to inflation. Number nine, protect union rights and halt indiscriminate union registration. Number 10, reform the economy for real development, not donor-driven austerity. Number 11, automatic adjustment of pension to reflect inflationary trends. Number 12, once again, we call for a review of the electricity privatization. Workers of the world, have a wonderful May Day. It is our May Day. 2026 celebration beckons. Let us meet again. Long live the Nigeria Labour Congress. Long live the Trade Union Congress. Long live the working people. Long live Nigeria. Solidarity. Solidarity. Great Nigerian workers. Great Nigerian workers. Hard-working Nigerian workers. Indefatigable Nigerian workers. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest Nigerian workers. The people united. The people united.
Can never be defeated.
Solidarity.
Forever.
Thank you so much.
There is victory for all.
Victory.
There is victory for all.
In the struggle.
In the struggle for our members. There is victory. Forward. Forward. Ever. Backward. Never.
In the struggle.
In the struggle
for Nigeria.
there is victory.
Isoleto. He Africa. Aluta. Victoria.
Asata. Thank you very much. We are please, let's put our hands together for the leadership of the NLC and TUC under the watchful skills of Comrade Joe Ajero and Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, the President Trade Union Congress. Indeed, they've given us an insight and we've critically analyzed our strength. Indeed, the May Day celebration is a platform that is constituted to ensure that we celebrate ourselves and then we chart a course for a better future as well as reflect on the gains of our past experiences as labor movement in Nigeria. Comrades and friends, we believe that the labor movement is constantly loyal and legally established for the betterment of the growth of the Nigerian economy. Today, our political strength must have been very successful because of hardworking, committed, diligent, and loyal public servants. So therefore, great Nigerian workers, great Nigerian workers, we've had some highlights from the joint remarks by NLC and TUC, and indeed we will use this very great opportunity once again to congratulate the newly elected president of the Trade Union Congress. I believe he must have been doing well. He must have been very, very skillful, with sense of solidarity and comradeship. Comrade Engineer Festus Osivo, please, thank you for being part of this historic moment. At this juncture, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, members of the National Assembly here present, civil society organizations, members of the Federal Executive Council, and members of the State Executive Council here present, comrades and friends, ladies and gentlemen, for the remarks of His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Ibrahim, at this moment will be presented, and therefore his representative is here with us, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. He is a renowned
The leadership of the NLC and TUC just presented their 2025 May Day speech, where they aggregated some demands. Well, they said that the federal and state government should seize actions that, well, they call this described as eroding the civic space, which actually is a center space in their theme, also called an immediate salary adjustment, which it says that should be in sync with economic realities. The labor leaders also called on government that the government should explain exactly what it means in its taxing, in its pay as you go. It also called for the withdrawal of the tax bill before the National Assembly, according to what it is said, to allow Nigerian workers sit at the table where it is being conceived.
Muhammad Maigari Dingyadi. Please, let's put our hands together. At this juncture, please, we will expect everyone, please, be very, very attentive. Let's suspend the drumming. Let's suspend some gestures. Let's suspend some pleasantries and pay attention to these very important remarks by the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very, very important because the content of that very remarks is very, very important to the essence of our comment.
Thank you. I can see. The President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, who is ably represented by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Labor and Employment and Productivity, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, GCON, ably represented by the Chairman, House Committee on Labor, Productivity and Employment, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, distinguished Senator George Akume, CON, Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Barrister Dr. Nkiruka Iyojocha, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. D.E. Wilson-Jack, our chief host, the NLC President, Comrade Joe Ajero, our dear co-host, the new brand TUC President, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, representative of the Minister of FCT, who is ably represented by the head of service of the FCT, our dear social partners who are present here. I saw the president of NECA, DG NECA, I beg your pardon, and other distinguished partners that are here present. Our distinguished comrades, distinguished invited guests, I could see so many distinguished senators who are here to share with us the joy of this occasion. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard from the Master of Ceremony, I am here to represent the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who had wanted to be personally here with you today, but due to other pressing state matters, he could not do so, and has therefore asked me to inform you that even though he is not here today, but he is here with you in spirit. And he has asked me to convey his best wishes and warm regards to all of you here today, and to read his speech, which goes like this. Great Nigerian workers, esteemed workers of our great nation, today, as we gather to celebrate the 2025 Workers' Day, I wish to extend my heartfelt felicitations and gratitude to the hardworking men and women, the backbone of our society, whose dedication and resilience drives the engine of the Nigerian economy and uphold the values of our dear nation. Let me also express my profound appreciation to the leadership of the two national labor centers, that's the Nigerian Labor Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, for their tireless efforts in organizing this year's May Day celebrations. The government recognizes your contributions in fostering dialogue, promoting workers' rights, and ensuring that the voices of Nigeria's workers' workforce are always heard, loud, and clear. Your efforts and sacrifices have not only uplifted the lives of your members, but have also contributed to the betterment of our society. As we mark this day, let us reaffirm our shared commitment to a nation where workers are safe, empowered, and have the freedom to actively participate in shaping the future of our dear country. This administration stands ready to collaborate with the labor unions, the organized and informal private sector, the civil society organizations, to create policies and programs that safeguard the rights and livelihoods of workers across all sectors of the economy. My dear comrades, The theme for this year's May Day celebrations, that is to say, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship, speaks to the challenges we face as a nation and the opportunities that lie ahead of us as a people. The theme is one that demands our collective attention and serves a stark reminder of the need to create an environment where every work feels safe, valued, and empowered to contribute productively to the growth and prosperity of our nation. As your president, I assure you that this administration is committed to creating such a utopic climate for the common good of all of us. Economic hardship, which today is a global phenomenon, cuts across all regions, testing the resolve of world leaders, but has not broken our spirit. I am well aware of the peculiarities of this economic hardship for Nigerians, which is occasioned by struggles and challenges you workers and indeed many Nigerians face, ranging from rising cost of living, hunger, insecurity, unemployment, loss of livelihoods, and pressure to provide necessities for your families, amongst others. These challenges are real, critical, and demand definite solutions, which I, as your president, is poised to address. It is in this regard that my administration is not only committed, but intentional in formulating and implementing policies that promote job creation, decent jobs, poverty alleviation, economic growth and stability, as well as supporting the most vulnerable among us. It is, however, worth noting that economic progress alone is not enough. We must also reclaim the civic space, the space where ideas are exchanged, voices are heard, and change is born. A vibrant civic space is the cornerstone of democracy, and it is essential for holding leaders accountable, fostering innovation, and ensure that every Nigerian has a seat at the table. Therefore, to reclaim this space, we must prioritize transparency, inclusivity, equity, and dialogue. We must protect the rights of workers to organize, advocate, and participate in the decision-making process. And we must ensure that the voices of the marginalized are amplified, not silenced, as it is through this space that we can build trust, unity, and a shared vision for the better future. On our part, as a government, we will continue to strengthen labor protections, improving job security, and ensuring fair treatment for all workers in line with international best practices, and at the same time addressing issues of unemployment, which remains a significant concern. These we shall endeavor to pursue vigorously, noting that our workplace dynamics are evolving faster than ever before, recognizing the emerging challenges such as technological advancements, environmental hazards, shifts in work patterns, and mental health concerns, which demand our innovative solutions. It is in this regard that Nigeria is at the verge of signing on the Global Coalition for Justice, for Social Justice of the International Labour Organization to ensure that Nigeria's labor administration system does not just resonate with the best practices, but Nigeria's voice is clearly heard in the international arena for the world of work. The guiding principles of the coalition are centered around 6 thematic areas bordering on employment creation, social protection, sustainable enterprises, ensuring human dignity, addressing inequalities, and skills investment. These are in tandem with our national priorities, particularly the priority areas of our renewed hope agenda. Furthermore, this administration shall continue to effect positive changes in the lives of average Nigerians to ensure that the downtrodden are elevated, and most importantly, to fight the intense pain of corruption, which has enriched the very few to the detriment of the majority of our citizens who groan under the overwhelming weight of poverty and all superstructural and infrastructural maladies resulting from corruption. It is against this backdrop that I urge you all to, on this Workers' Day, reaffirm your commitment to the principles of fairness, equity, and justice. Let us work together to ensure that every worker, regardless of their role or background, has access to opportunities that enable them to strive. Let us stand united in our pursuit of a Nigeria where insecurity is replaced with stability and where civic space is a beacon of hope and progress. Great Nigerian workers, I congratulate you all on this special day for your unwavering dedication and contributions. You are the true heroes of our nation, and your efforts will continue to inspire us to strive for excellence in all that we do. I salute your dedication, perseverance, and patriotism. This Workers' Day is a celebration of your achievements and a reminder of the limitless potential we hold as a united and determined people. Together, we shall continue to strive for a prosperous and equitable Nigeria of our dream. Long live the Nigerian Labour Congress, long live the Trade Union Congress, long live great Nigerian workers. I thank you, and may God bless workers of Nigeria and our beloved nation. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Happy Workers' Day. Thank you very much. A round of applause for the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, here represented by Nigeria's Minister of Labor and Employment, Honorable Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi. Please, a round of applause for him. Great Nigerian workers! Great Nigerian workers! Solidarity! Solidarity! Our agenda! Our agenda! Build a woman! Build a woman! Forget the women, lose election. It's now time. Wait now, why are they wrong go? It's now time for a vote of thanks by the chairman of the May Day Committee, Comrade Kabiru Ado Mijimbe. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Solidarity, great Nigerian workers, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, Honorable Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi, the Senate President, ably represented by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Labor and Employment, the Right Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, ably represented by the Chairman, House Committee on Labor, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Head of Civil Service, honorable ministers here present, the Inspector General of Police, the National President of NLC and TUC, other distinguished personalities, and our veterans here present, including security agencies, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Comrades, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, and friends of labor, on behalf of the joint NLC and TUC Planning Committee and participants in this year's May Day commemoration, I extend our warm May Day felicitations and gratitude to all who contributed to making this event impactful and colorful. We owe a special debt of gratitude to the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress for their unwavering commitment to workers' cause. Your vision and leadership continue to inspire collective action and hope in the face of deepening economic challenges. Our appreciation also goes to our progressive partners like the ILO, ITUC, Africa, FES, NECA, Solidarity Center, and like minds, with all other stakeholders. The Minister of Labor and Employment, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Head of Civil Service of the Federation, other honorable ministers present, and those represented, the Inspector General of Police, who was personally present, for your unwavering support and productive engagement. Your collaboration affirms the importance of sustained social dialogue and partnership in building a just and inclusive society. To all our international and social partners, as well as the civil society groups and our indefatigable veterans, we extend our gratitude. Nothing can be as inspiring as your esteemed presence, goodwill messages, keynote addresses, and fraternal messages. We are especially honored by the presence of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as represented by the Honorable Minister of Labor, the Senate President, and the Honorable Speaker of House of Representatives as represented. Your participation not only elevated the event, but also reaffirmed your government's stated commitment to advancing the rights, welfare, and dignity of Nigerian workers, as well as reassured workers that all the issues raised by labor leaders were well received by the authorities. The vote of thanks will not be complete without appreciating the ever-conscious Nigerian workers and their leaders across the affiliate unions, whose tireless sacrifices and devotion to labor cause make events like this meaningful. Your voices and efforts have continued to drive the movement forward. As we take on the workplace tasks and challenges for the rest of the year, I urge us to use the messages conveyed at this commemoration as motivation to our core duty of wealth creation and provision of services to the citizens. The 2025 May Day theme should galvanize us to truly reclaim every civic space, even as it serves as an invitation to government and other social partners to cooperate with organized labor to make the civic space truly robust, progressive, and inclusive and democratic. We especially appreciate the esteemed members of the National Assembly who join us in solidarity. Your legislative advocacy remains essential to upholding the rights and dignity of Nigerian workers. In closing, let me say the success of today's event is a product of collective effort and shared purpose. Together, we have raised our voices not just in celebration, but in firm resistance, reclaiming our civic spaces, reasserting our rights, and renewing our commitment to social justice in the midst of economic hardship. We appreciate your support and belief in us. I wish all of us journey messages to our stations. Forward ever, backward never. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much, the Chairman Planning Committee, who doubles as the workable and intelligent President of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, Comrade Dr. Kabir Ado Minjibir, the Magayakim Minjibir. Thank you very much for putting this May Day in a very good perspective. Your Excellencies, comrades and friends, members of the diplomatic community here present, employers of labor, today had been a very, very memorable day in the celebration of the Nigerian Workers' Day holding here at the Eagle Square, ABUJA, Nigeria. Indeed, we are very glad that you are here once again. My name is Paul Simon, the anchor for today, and wishing to see us next year to celebrate more achievements as we are here to reflect and chart a new course for a better future of the Nigerian workers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the representative of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment, to please come forward and take the salute from the Nigerian workers. And before then, ladies and gentlemen, while we are awaiting the arrival of the representative of the Commander-in-Chief, we have beautiful vehicles here, very, very exotic. They are CNG engines, and there are also electrified vehicles. And there's also petrol. So now, bringing these vehicles here is very, very important. We want the Commander-in-Chief to know that at least the public servants too should have the access of buying these kind of vehicles in Nigeria. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting the march past with the Nigerian Union of Pensioners. They are here already in their numbers. They are here.
This is live. Okay, are you done? No, make I give up for you. Yeah? Huh? Don't worry, that's big for me. Okay, they do mine.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first on the line is Nigerian Union of Pensioners. We all know that one day we will retire and will be like this. These are comrades, veterans who have served this country in various capacities. Thank you, Nigerian Union of Pensioners. The next, please, the next union, please. The next industrial union, please. The Women Commission. FCT Joint Construct Unions Action, drugs. Thank you very much. We will continue to appreciate the leadership of NLC and TUC for putting their best in bringing workers together to celebrate their resilience, while also charting the course for a better cause in the midst of economic hardship. The members, these are members of the diplomatic community, the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Lupen, Civil Engineering Senior Staff Association.
Hey, 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 hey!
Thank you very much for being part of the 2025 May Day celebration, reclaiming the space, city space.
It's about this the workers.
Please, the band would have added more value.
Excuse me, excuse me.
The Joint Union, Negotiating Council, the FCT, Water Board, OPTA. We can see how determinant the Nigerian worker is toward building a greater nation.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay.
The Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, Nolge National Headquarters. Thank you for being part of this very historic moment.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The 2025 May Day celebration.
My name is Itore Ekpe. I'm the president of all Akwa Ibom Federal Civil Servant Staff Association.
Despite the
How
fact,
do you feel about this day?
Yeah, I feel very good about today because today is a day set aside for workers to have a holiday.
Please and
reflect
please.
back on.
please and please. Thank you very much, Nolge. The next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nigerian Union of Railway Workers. Now, I think by the grace of God, the train will start moving, because with these their great numbers, they can form coaches and wagons. So that's great. Nigerian Railway. The National Commission for Mass Literacy, that is, let's put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Let's celebrate them. Let's keep moving, let's keep moving. Association of Civil Service, so Civil Servants of Nigeria, Security and Exchange Commission units, thank you very much for being part of this very celebration. Thank you. I like the confidence of the Nigerian worker, and this is very possible because of the leadership of the NLC and TUC. You are doing your best. You know how to control angers. You know how to control interest. You know how to control emotions. Unfortunately, we have a listening Minister of Labor and Employment, Honorable Mohammed Dingyadi. Constantly he's here. And our sister herself, or our mother, who happened to oversee the Ministry of Labor before, she actually put in her best to ensuring the safety and welfare of the Nigerian workers. So, Her Excellency, our dear mother, Mrs. Nkirigo, thank you very much. Thank you. Solidarity, solidarity. A people united can never be defeated. Thank you very much. Another association of senior civil servants of Nigeria from the National Insurance Commission Unit, NICOM. Thank you for being part of this very historic moment of the 2025 May Day celebration. And I know today we are all confident in our leaders. If not, some of us would have said, okay, why? But because of the leadership of these two congresses, we believe on them and we believe the government as well. Constantly, we will remain committed the Association of Senior Civil Servants from the Public Service Institute of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Go back small now. Please, the cameraman, please shift back a bit, please. Shift your camera back so you can get your shot, please. Cameraman. The State House unit of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria .
Thank you very much. Association NITOR, we see you. We see you. Federal Ministry of Communication and Innovation, we see you. Up Association. Members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, please apply decorum. Thank you. Amalgamated Union of Public Corporations, Civil Service Technical and Recreational Services Employees. Upturn! Upturn! Solidarity! Junior Upturn! We see you! Thank you! State House Upturn! FCT Transportation Upturn! Great! NIMET Upturn! NIMET Upturn! NDE Upturn! Upturn! Join us, welcome, NICO Upturn! Why will you say you're the largest? Association is there too. Thank you. FCT Transportation, we see you. Amalgamated. Upturn Investment and Securities Tribunal. We see you. We see you. Thank you. Solidarity. Solidarity. Satellite towns Upturn. Solidarity. Solidarity. Marine and Blue Economy. Lone man standing undefeated. Upturn. Association. Solidarity. Solidarity. Our agenda. Our agenda. Naso. Association NEPC. We see you. Operation Double Your Exports. Double your exports. Double your. Thank you. National Agency for Green Great Wall Association. Thank you. Please move forward. Association. Nostra Association. We see you. We see you. You're not marching well, though. Solidarity. Women are first. Women are great. Wow. Association. Up Association. Thank you very much. Let's now welcome Tricycle Owners Association of Nigeria. Towan. Keke na Pepsta. Up Towan. Vroom, 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 vroom. Up Towan. Serving the nation. SGF up there. You left your family members and you are walking alone, no? We salute you. Ah, we see our junior up there. Nesra Association. Up Nesra. Up Association. SON up there. Solidarity. Solidarity. Person welcoming Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria. Person. Solidarity. Those in favor say aye. There's no against, the ayes have it. Keep moving. All person. Solidarity. All person. Solidarity. Solidarity. But you guys should march small now. Those in favor say aye. Those in favor say aye. Thank you. Person. Person, person, person. Thank you very much. Thank you. National Postal and Telecoms Union. NOPTA. Welcome. Welcome. NIPOS. NOPTA. NOPTA. Solidarity. Solidarity. We see your message. Thank you. Sanu. Sanu, Sanu. We greet you. We greet you. We see your message. No more strike. Thank you. Thank you. All arrears paid. Thank you. The Presidency, National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission. Please make it better. National Association of Academic Technologists. Solidarity. Steel and seven. Solidarity. Thank you. No more strikes. No more strikes. Grace Nassau. Thank you. National Union of Hotels. No PSW. President, they brought us a cake. Yes. Up hotels. When are we eating? National cake. Up Hapsa. Solidarity. Up Hapsa. Solidarity. Up Hapsa. Solidarity.
The Nigerian Export Promotion Zone, thank you very much for being part of us. Well, where is my sister? You're always talking about gender. I think with the presence of the Honorable Minister of Labour, we are going to push for a legislation so that we'll have Federal Minister of Men Affairs. And I think the first minister, the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, Up National, Chobelon. Thank you very much. The Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers. You chop alone. Okay now. So make you no dialogue, more chop together, eh? All right. The Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals, NUAP. NUAP, thank you very much. The Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals. Under the leadership of Kamal. Thank you. NUAP, thank you for being part of us. I like that. The miners. The Nigerian Mine Workers Union. No more illegal mining according to Congress President. Solidarity. Thank you very much. Thank you and thank you. The Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, please keep coming. Yeah, we are very proud of you, the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. We have the great dockers here. The great dockers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's keep moving. Thank you very much, maritime workers. The Nigerian Union of Agriculture and Allied Employees, NUI.
It's for you, it's for you, it's for you.
I think this is one of the recommended union that I believe that have done justice. Thank you very much. Thank you for being part of us. Thank you for being part of this very unique. Thank you very much. The Contributory Pensioners Union of Nigeria, SIPON. Please, let's put our hands together for the Contributory Pensioners Union of Nigeria. Thank you very much. All right. Please bring your take your demands to the office. Exactly. We have the NLC and we have the TUC, and they are very competent. Please do a letter to the two congresses. The NIPOS branch. All right, thank you very much. The Senior Staff Association of the NIPOS branch. Comrade President, these are the people that were enhancing our communication skills then. We didn't have money for data, but our messages were always sent through the NIPOS. So let's put our hands together for them. So some of them, they help us to marry beautiful wives that we intended to marry that time. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. The Nigerian Technical Aid Corps, thank you. Yeah, the Nigerian Technical Aid Corps, Minister of Foreign Affairs, thank you for being part of us. Thank you for being part of us. All right, the Senior Staff Association of Statutory Corporations and Governance-owned companies, yeah, thank you for being part of us. You see OC4, you see progress. You see OC4, you see progress. The national, that is the presidential union. That is the presidential union. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, Josun, thank you very much. Hello, go on. Do a letter, please. Do a letter. Do a letter and bring it up. Do a letter and come with it, please. It's very important. Josun, thank you very much for being part of us. The Senior Staff Association of Statutory Corporations and Government-Owned Companies, NSDC branch, let's go please. Solidarity. The NAMS, Nigerian Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, we are very proud of you. The strength of the Nigerian health sector, very wonderful people. The Nigerian Association, National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, thank you for being part of us. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. I've been directed by the Congress President to collect one umbrella. All right. Next is the Nigerian Union of Shops and Distribution Employees. Please, let's allow the nurses, let them complete their own march pass. The National Association. That is why I want to announce to you, the nurses are very, very dear to us. And I think TUC President, what I will do now, because of the number of men, the shortage of number of men in the Nigerian nurses, I'll go and study nursing engineering. I will study nursing engineering. In fact, I'll even go to Plateau State Polytechnic and study there. All right, thank you very much, Nigerian nurses. We are proud of you, the strength of the Nigerian health. Training us, you build a healthy society. We want to once again appreciate the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment, Honorable Mohamed Dingadi, who had been very, very resilient as well to the yearnings and welfare of the Nigerian workers. The National Association, the National Union of Air Transport, Employment, Nuete, Solidarity. Solidarity, a people united can never be defeated. Aluta, Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals, FANA and ABUJA branch. Solidarity, thank you very much for being part of us. Nigerian Union of Food, Beverages and Tobacco Employees are next after the National Union of Chemical, Foodwares, Rubber, Leather and Non-Metallic Product Employees. Thank you very much for being part of us. Then the National Union of Food, Beverages and Tobacco. And they go together, sir. No. I know during our time, during the war, in 1941, when I was a military man, tobacco used to join us together. Nigerian Union of Textile, Garment and Tailoring Workers. Thank you very much. The Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria. The Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAU. The Custodians of Entertainment in Nigeria. Great RATAU. Oh yeah, thank you. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, RATAU. The people that know how to sing, the people that know how to broadcast, and the people that know how to do. Oh, RATAU. Oh, RATAU. No RATAU, no media. Apart from the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, I think RATAU is next. RATAU, thank you for your constant solidarity. You know, this is the union that produces the video. Yeah, well, this is the union that produces the video. Food, beverages, and tobacco. That's great. Amalgamated Union of Public Operations, Civil Service and Technical Recreation Services Employees, OPTA, thank you very much. Thank you, OPTA. OPTA, thank you for being part of it. There is strength in disability. The FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Services, one of the MC, one of the MC, one of the MC, one of the MC, one of the MC. Are you paying your tax? Are you paying your tax? Let's go. Somebody move them. Move, let's move, please. Let's move, thank you. tax to pay. Even sack. 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 You are sacked. You are sacked. You are sacked. The sack. Pay your own. MC. MC. You uncle. You uncle. You uncle. You uncle. Everybody. Let's pay. Thank you very much. The FIRS union members. I like that. Let's move faster a bit. No be tight, oh. Thank you very much. Let's move faster. Thank you, FRS. The Nigerian Workers' Resilience and Hub is Starman, Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transports of Nigeria. The Amalgamated Union of Public Servants, Nigerian Civil Service Union. Thank you very much. Solidarity, solidarity. Thank you for being part of us. Thank you, please. Let's keep moving, let's keep moving, let's keep moving. Thank you very much. Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions in Nigeria, the branch of the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund Domestic Unit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come to Ratao and learn how to sing. Come to Ratao and learn. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like that. I like that. The Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation. They are us. Thank you very much. Mona, smile small now. They know they pay smiling. Smile, smile is free. Where is our house? Where is our houses? Where is our house? Where is our house? Okay, it's inside fire. Inside fire. The house is inside fire. The National Union of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions Employees, Ambo Domestic Committee Unit. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, the people that determines the health, the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, they are here with their president. And you remember, Comrade Dr. Ayuba Waba was one time the Medical and Health Workers Union, being led by the able Secretary General Kiawa. Please, let's put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Comrade Kiawa, the General Secretary, Medical and Health Workers of Nigeria. The State Council Chairman is also here, Comrade Shuaibu. Thank you very much for being part of this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being part of us. The immediate past chairman. Solidarity, apart from the Medical and Health Workers of Nigeria, I think I'm here to see a great number of participants at May Day like today. Because I think the president is always ups and doing. The President, Medical and Health Workers of Nigeria has been very, very ups and doing in bringing the unions together, in developing and encouraging comradeship and solidarity. Please, let's put our hands together for Comrade Kabir Ado Minjibir, the Magayakim Minjibir, and also the Chairman, Central Planning Committee for the 2025 May Day celebration. Great Nigeria medical workers! Great Nigerian medical workers, we are proud of you. And I think it will interest the the Congress President to know that the Medical and Health Workers Union have adopted me as their adopted son. So constantly, thank God, the Minister of Labor is here. TUC President. Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. So, Presido, you have a very express permission. I'll pay arrears. In fact, what I'll do there is, if I cannot pay all, I'll make the NLC Congress President to pay for my behalf. So thank you very much, Congress President. Medical and health workers, thank you very much for being part of us. Well, my HOD, oh my God, thank you for seeing you. The Senior Staff Association Universities, University Teaching Hospitals across the country, thank you very much for being part of us today. Mona, smile now. Mona, smile. Thank you very much. This is the Senior Staff Association, am I right? Senior Staff Association, am I right? No banner, all right, fine, but I know you are from the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. These are the people of the Honorable Minister. You don't have any cause but to smile. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Please, the next to come up. The Senior Staff Association of Shippings, Clearing and Forwarding Agencies. Please, these are the people. These are the great people of General Nuhu, the Secretary General Trade Union Congress. I remember gone those days when Comrade General Nuhu Toro, MNI, and General Daga, the Petroleum and Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, the Pengason, thank you very much. ever backward, never in the... I like that. Let's go. General Nuhu. General Nuhu. Oh yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pengason, thank you for being part of us this year. And I think that word is good. If you see Osifo, if you see Osifo, Pengason in their great numbers. But I think I would like to inform the National President of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria that even with their numbers, the numbers of the medical and health still outsmart their numbers. So thank you very much. If you want to smile, smile. Smile. If you want to smile, smile. It's exactly. See ya, Jero. Thank you very much. Hey, the man with the back. The man with the back, please. Photographer with the back. Hello. The NUJ. Thank you very much for being part of us. The Nigerian Union of Journalists have been very, very resourceful to the growth of this country. Indeed, we are proud of you, journalists. The rise and fall of any country depends on effective journalism. The team NUJ, thank you very much. The National Union of Dispatch Riders and Mail Corporators of Nigeria. Thank you very much. The Academic Staff Union of Research Institutions, Academic Staff Union of Research Institutions, Thank you for being part of us. Yeah, please, may we, the National Union of Civil Engineering, Construction, and Furniture, please, let's put our hands together for Naxfu, woodworkers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Solidarity, our agenda. Now so. Solidarity, Aluta, Victoria. Keep moving, keep moving, keep pushing. Solidarity, a union united, up construction, up construction, build construction. Wow, my gender. Thank you very much, construction. God bless you. Up next, uproad. Uproad. Super Road, Macho Road, Up Road. Make una answer now, not too serious. What's it? Solidarity. Aye. Kawai. Hey. Allakai. Up return. Up road. Wow. If how disciplined you march is how disciplined you drive, then the roads are safe. Up return. Kawai. Now Now so, my gender, you're doing well. Teachers are great. Teachers are great. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No teacher. No teacher. My gender. Thank you. NUT closing, closing, closing. We don't need that space. Closing, please. NUT, support the teachers. No teacher. No teacher. Thank you for your service to the country. Your reward is on earth.
Time to get me my work.
Climate justice. Climate justice. Green economy. Green economy.
Thank you, green economy. Thank you very much. The next is the national. Please, let's move faster. The steering committee on the elimination of child labor in Nigeria, supported by ILO and Excel African projects, is also led by the Ministry of Labor, NLC, TUC, NECA, and other ministries and agencies. Thank God. I think we the children should take care of us. We the children, please. Please, let's be fast. The National Automobile Design and Development Council, thank you for being part of this May Day 2025. Indeed, they said buy made in Nigeria automotive products, CNG engines, electrification, petrol, and diesel. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have the CNG engines, we have the electricity as well, we have petrol, and we have the diesel for them. All these vehicles are made in Nigeria. Please, let's put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you very much. Let's keep moving. If you waste time, you'll drop the keys here and go. Hello, driver. If you waste time, you drop the key here and go. If you waste time, you drop the keys here and go. The owner of that camera should take care of his camera, please. 18 million. It's 18 million. 18 million. Please bring your POS, I'll pay now.
Thank you very much. Drivers, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Very affordable. With 70,000. Well done, man. Thank you. Buy made in Nigeria. Increase my salary so that I can buy 18 million and push it forward. Thank you. Thank you. National Automotive Design made in Nigeria. Join us, welcome National Population Commission, Census for all Nigerians. And finally, the Nigeria Labour Congress and TUC. And they came with special music. Yeah. Keep dancing, keep moving. Thank you. Thank you for pushing for better emolument for Nigerian workers, for non-toxic and Dr. Toro Emenai Daga leading the squad. Solidarity. Now so, move on to the righteous side. Aluta continua. La grace of God. Aluta continua.
Dana Motors, Kia Motors, Nigeria.
How do you feel about this?
Something good in everything I see.
Oh, we are very, very happy to be part of this, being a member of Nigeria National Automotive Defense, Automotive Council. We have an assembly and we assemble CNG cars and electric vehicles under the umbrella of NADDC. So we have been called here and we have showcased our CNG vehicle and our ultimate electrical, the Kia EV5. So it's a confirmation of what the current government is doing in finding alternative ways to fueling and making life easier for everybody. So this electric vehicle will charge for only 26,000 naira compared to, this is an equivalent of a Prado. It will charge for 26,000 naira only compared to fueling the Rado at 85,000 naira. And at full charge, it will go almost 500 kilometers. So this car can drive with a full charge all the way to Kano.
Now, what does the future hold for us with what we are seeing now, with what you just explained?
The future is here already. It's not about what it holds. You see, this is a
reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship is the theme, and it's been an eventful celebration here in the Ego Square. And this is where we end this live broadcast as we hand over to our studios for the continuation of our scheduled programs for the day. I am Ignatius Nkwo. Bye for now.
In brotherhood we stand. Nigeria.
The Nigerian workers, see, I'm not speaking for government. I've been in the industry for over 27 years. This is not the first time we are coming up with the initiative. But I will tell you what I have noticed because I'm in the industry and I'm feeling the pinch too. I'll tell you what I've noticed. Since that 99 Obasanjo administration to Buhari administration, we have expended over $150 billion in making the naira come down. So our biggest problem is where the naira is that is making everything expensive. But if we continue to fund the naira, we will not be able to have another Dangote refinery.